Yeah, so I'm back. But yeah, so I feel like Africa is really trying to evolve as far as business, as far as empowerment, as far as taking control of their resources. Let's be real, Africa was always put in a position to where they was always getting fucked. Africa don't and please tell me if I'm wrong, Africa don't really have no military. Does Africa have a military? Does Africa have F-16 fighter jets? What does Africa have that can fuck with anybody? Outside, the only, bro, you know what's so, let's have this conversation. Africa got all the minerals and the resources for everybody to build up their military. And it seems like every other country, continent wanted to just take everything from Africa, and Africa don't have no military. They don't have no science program. Bro, Africa has been fucked off, bro. I feel sorry for Africa, bro. I really do. I used to be the type of dude that was so I flip-flopped a lot of times. First, I was with Pan-Africanism. I was like, yeah, we all need to go back to Africa. But then looking at the slavery trade and all this and doing some research and seeing the people that was in power and how much they wasn't fucking with niggas and seeing how Africans was treating niggas over here in America and how they talked about us, I was like, well, fuck Africa. But now seeing it from a different side and seeing how many black people are being accepted in Africa, and maybe that was propaganda up against us, now I'm flip-flopping. So that's why this is called the Bulletproof Podcast, because you get new information every fucking day. And now what I'm saying, like, I look up YouTube videos all the time of just like black people moving to Africa and them taking their dollar and their dollar stresses out damn near 20 times more than an American dollar. I've seen people on YouTube that literally start in a 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom apartment making minimum wage and able to go to Africa and fucking get mega mansions just off of just doing good business and being prepared and being able to know finances and knowing their shit. Not only that, the way that Africa looks over there, bro, let's be real. Africa is literally the most beautiful continent on this planet. Africa is surrounded by the Atlantic and the Pacific. Look, I'm not a geography motherfucker, but it's surrounded by bodies of water. I want to say Atlantic and Pacific. I could be wrong. If you know what I'm saying? But the vegetation out there, the mountains, I've seen videos of Africa where I was like, dude, this looked like heaven on earth. But the visuals that are forced upon Black Americans is the projects, is the slums. So when and that's the beautiful thing about the internet. The internet is really exposing how beautiful Africa is and how much opportunity it is out there. It really is. Not only that, I'm gonna be real with you too. I didn't know there was that many beautiful women out there in Africa. Man, Africa got some bad. I'm not saying. Africa got some beautiful women out there of all shades and all shades. You want light skin, dark skin. You want, you know what I'm saying? You want a goddamn me. What's them people that can't see straight? Albino. You want an albino? They got albino, bruh. Yeah, you got white girls out there that's African, man. Say you got everything out there in Africa, man. But as a nigga that's from Dallas, Texas, that come from the hood that represents some shit that I don't even own. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I got my whole hood tatted on me. I got my whole block, my street signs, the name of where I come from, all over my body. I don't own that one property where I live at, bro. I don't even live where I grew up from, bro. I've been programmed, and so many young brothers have been programmed, and I'm at the age of 38. And I hate to say this, I'm very embarrassed by saying this. I'm embarrassed by the age of, like, let me say, like, in my 30s, 32, 33, that I started seeing the error of my ways. I started seeing that being a real nigga has nothing to do about manhood. Being a real nigga has nothing to do about manhood. It does not. I got everything on me, bro. I got everything on me. I'm a Dallas ass nigga to the day I die. But I don't own nothing in Dallas. And me being grown now, I understand how stupid that sound when I say it out loud. I'm just now understanding how stupid that sound. Man, I represent Dallas. I represent my hood. I'm from the Grove. I'm from Oak Cliff. I'm from South Dallas. I'm from there. I got this shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But I don't own nothing in my hood, my nigga. I don't own that street sign. I have nothing to do about the origin story about my origin story is white people placing us here, and they was like, y'all live here. Jim Crow, slavery, and all that. And I got this shit tattooed all over my body. But then there's another part of me that was like, well, shit, I want to be about Africa, but Africa ain't showing me no motherfucking love neither. What Africa done showed me, bro? What people from Africa done showed me love? I had to research Marcus Garvey, bro. I didn't grow up in Marcus Garvey time. I was born after Martin Luther King and Malcolm X died. Who was my heroes? I had to research my heroes, bro. As a 38-year-old black, as a 38-year-old nigga, I had to research all my fucking heroes. The only hero that I ever had in my life, the first nigga that ever took me on the path of being awake, of being woke and thinking for myself and researching and being proud about being black and being a nigga and being a black man and take care of my kids and business and money was Tupac. That was the only nigga that I had. Tupac was that was the first nigga that really opened up my eyes to, like, oh, now I gotta do research on Malcolm X. Oh, I gotta do research on Martin Luther King. Oh, I gotta do research on, it took me on a rabbit hole of real men. My father was a real man, bro. He was. My father was a real man. But unfortunately, my father grew up in white supremacy to where he didn't even think to teach me no shit like that. My mama didn't teach me this. My mama didn't teach me how to be pro-black. My daddy didn't teach me how to be pro-black. It took Pop to teach me how to be pro-black. It took, and then when Pop opened up the floodgates, oh, nigga, I became a Malcolm X ass nigga. I became a Marcus Garvey. Man, say Anthony Browder. Man, shout out to Anthony Browder, man. If y'all niggas don't, man, say, y'all lucky my phone recording, bro. It's so many brothers out here, bro, that open up the floodgates for me mentally, for me to be like, oh, this is what that is. I didn't know nothing about it. I wasn't taught that. I was taught white Jesus. Pac was the first motherfucker that, he was the first person that, he was the first person that fucking challenged me. Pac was the first person that challenged my whole perception of what being black is, of what being a man is, what masculinity is, how to treat a woman is. Let me say this about what Pac said about treat a woman. It was different sides of Pac. Pac talked about bitches, but he talked about how much he loved women as well. And all men being niggas growing up in white supremacy, we all have that duality in us. Yeah, we all love black women, but shit, black women have been influenced by white supremacy as well. So some people you can't change. And sometimes the bitch is gonna be a bitch, just like how niggas is. Niggas is bitches too. That's just real fucking shit. Tupac was the first person. He was my gateway drug to figuring out what it was to be black, what it was to be a king, what it was to love the skin that I'm in, what it was to love a black woman, what it was to know what true religion I come from. Pac was the gateway. Pac was the gateway drug, bro. And not just for me, but for a lot of niggas in my era. But now these young niggas don't have no Pacs. Ain't no Tupac for this young era. You got the op era. And I feel sorry for a lot of you young niggas out here, bro. I really do, bro. I shed a tear for you young niggas. Because you don't know what brotherhood is. Chicago. To all you little young niggas out there. The worst thing that happened in Chicago was when they locked up all the OGs, bro. That's what caused so much confusion to me. That's what caused so much confusion and so much disorganization within the different sections y'all had. Chicago, y'all didn't deserve that. Not only just that, white supremacy too. Let's not act like this whole the killings that's going on in Chicago is just because of black people want to kill other black people. Let's not act like there has not been legitimate reports from white people where white people say, that's in journalism, they come out and say, man, say they leaving guns at the train tracks, boxes of guns at the train tracks in the hood. Let's not act like Chicago wasn't ground zero for black empowerment. I give you Oklahoma, but I'm saying in recent times, let's not act like after they fucked off the Black Panthers, Chicago was the next people up. Chicago, after they killed all the Black Panthers in Oakland, you had a lot of black people funneling to Chicago. It was already niggas in Chicago that was on that shit. That was trying to empower black people. Let's not act like Chicago wasn't no big powerhouse when it comes to being a black economic base and a safe haven for black people. Let's not act like that. Let's not act like Chicago wasn't the shit for black people. Let's not act like Chicago was the first Atlanta. Let's not act like that. Let's not say that when it came to the origin story about black empowerment after the Black Panthers, that it got broke off into different little gangs, but it started in Chicago. What's going on in Chicago right now makes me want to fucking cry, bro. Because they locked up, even though them niggas was doing what they was doing and it was wrong, but they was able to organize their streets and be bosses. It wouldn't be none of this free for all killing if Jeffrey Fort was free, if the OGs was free, and I've been drinking, so please excuse me for not naming names. Chicago in California is a CIA propaganda, psychologic operative that's going on in these places. It is. Chicago is ground zero for MK Ultra. So is LA. I understand why niggas gang back. I really do. I understand why y'all niggas gang back. But when the government has literally came out and said, COINTELPRO, they assassinated all our leaders for us to change and for us to empower ourselves. Free school lunch programs. Hey, man, you can have a gun out here, man. Nah, man, we got to protect the community. All that shit, man, that was the biggest threat to the government at the time. Chicago and LA is a breeding ground for CIA operatives, snitches, bitch ass niggas to keep causing confusion amongst black people. That is the breeding ground. Chicago and LA is the breeding ground to keep niggas separate. Chicago and LA is a breeding ground to keep niggas separate, because once you control Chicago and LA, you can control all the hoods in America. You can control Texas, you control politics and you control all the bullshit now. All you gotta do is put a couple of rappers. Music videos. Yeah. All you gotta do is put out a couple of rappers and music videos, and for them niggas to keep goddamn me pushing the narrative of shit, this what we on. Chicago the hoods in Chicago is to me, this is my opinion, in LA is a CIA operative mission to disrupt and to keep niggas separate. That's why they assassinated all of our leaders. And it's up to niggas. And see, this, and let me be real. The young niggas don't fuck with niggas that spit in this game and knowledge because we ain't got no money. They only respect the niggas that got money that are able to put them in a position to keep going on with this propaganda type shit. Same thing with the females. Sexy Red, Doja Cat, goddamn me, Nicki Minaj, all you motherfucking beautiful black women, y'all are pawns in order to keep creating chaos within the kings and queens of our mind frame. Yeah, that's what it is. And I get it. Because they reward motherfuckers that's going to play on the system that they want to keep in place. Oh, yeah. Get them booty shots. Get that. Bro, I'm a real nigga. I'm a real Dallas ass nigga, bro. I like regular bodies. I like stretch marks. I like little booties. I like big booties. I like little titties. I like them all. But they trying to put out this narrative that this is what we supposed to like. Not only are they trying to put that narrative on women, they putting it out there on niggas. Now you can't even determine what is a woman between a nigga no more. They're trying to capitalize on your sexuality and the things that you like sexually as men. But I'm the bitch ass nigga. But I'm the hoe ass nigga. I love what women is doing, bro. I really do. I love it. To God, I do. But understand, women, Doja Cat, Glorilla, and all that type of shit, y'all making age-appropriate music. But understand, at the same time, that there's more than one way that you can sell your soul. It's more than one way that you can sell your soul. You ain't got to fuck every nigga in the industry. You ain't got to get your ass shots and shit. Now what they doing is making regular women with regular bodies, which is a beautiful thing. But they want to empower y'all to say fuck niggas. Female rap right now is used as a psychological mind game to say, fuck these niggas. If you ain't got this, that, and the other, I can't fuck with you. As opposed to being like, I need you, we can't survive unless we are together. Understand how you are being used for the machine in order to create division. Oh, you can't fuck with me unless you got a lot of money. You can't do this unless I got a big book. Nah, I love what Glorilla and Sexy Red doing. I don't listen to, I don't know what music they got going on, but I love these sisters being able to change their lives and be able to create generational wealth. But have some social commentary in your motherfucking raps. Let me say this about Glorilla and Sexy Red. I love the fact that these women are using, I feel like they are raging against the machine because we live in an era where every woman want to get a booty shots and all this type of shit. I love these black women because they're speaking their truth and they're being in their natural bodies and they're doing it. And they say, man, I ain't got to have no big head booties and do all this shit for a nigga to love me. That's what I get from it as a grown up, as a grown man. I love it. And I don't think that they have an obligation to teach young women about how to be women. Black people want to use people that are up here to teach people that's down here. And we want to use the people that's up here as like, and we want to put all of our expectations. Oh, well, you speaking for all black people now? Nah, Glorilla ain't speaking for all black people. Sexy Red ain't speaking for all black people. Nicki Minaj ain't speaking for all black people. We need to support them. It's up to the parents. It's up to the people to teach our kids this is adult entertainment and y'all shouldn't be listening to this. It's up to the parents. We got to stop as parents leaving artists, rappers, R&B singers, politicians, we got to stop leaving these people that are in bigger positions to raise our children. Glorilla is not going to raise my daughter. Lil Baby is not going to raise my son. I'm going to raise my son. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to jam it. But that's not going to raise my fucking child. We got to get off the bullshit at some point. Black people. We got to get off the boo-boo at some point. And we got to stop looking at these artists and putting so much expectations on them to be like, well, speak positive and do this. And Glorilla, I feel like what Glorilla is doing, bro, she is speaking positive because she's embracing her natural body. And she's saying that I'm going to be a star with just my natural body. I ain't got to get plastic surgery. I love Glorilla. Fucking Glorilla. I love this woman, bro. I love this woman because she embraces her flaws. And she ain't got no flaws to me, but she embraces what other people think is the norm. She embraces her sexuality that's normal for her, and she rejects the social norm. Now, is her message in her music for grown-ups? Yes, it is. Your kids should not be listening to Glorilla. 7, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 13, 14, 15. If you ain't 18, you shouldn't be listening to Glorilla. Now, I'm going to be all the way gangster with you. If you got kids that are living in your household, bro, they should not be listening to Glorilla. 17 on now. It shouldn't happen. It shouldn't happen. Black men and women need to start taking more responsibility of their children instead of looking at other rappers and blaming other rappers to be like, why you influencing my children? The biggest influence on your child should be the mother and the father. Not no fucking rap nigga. The biggest influence on me was Tupac, but that was when I was fucking 13 years old. My father was the biggest influence on me. My daddy was the biggest influence on me. I wasn't able to listen to rap music until I was at the age of, I had to sneak and listen to rap music until I was at the age of 11. I had to be rebellious than a motherfucker to listen to rap. But Pac, even though he said some ratchet shit, he kind of molded my mind to want to research the things that he was talking about. And I think that a lot of women need to take that Pac mentality and say, what can I say sometimes in order to make a female want to research this, and I think Glorilla is doing it by her keeping her natural body, as opposed to a female being a Nicki Minaj fan. Should no woman want to sit out here and put plastic injections in her ass and put plastic injections in her titties and her lips and do all this shit to her body just to attract no nigga? Women, y'all should not want to do that, bro. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Who you trying to attract? You want to attract the nigga with the most money, or do you want to attract the nigga that's going to really love you? Women, y'all have to have that conversation within yourselves. I would love to see a conversation with women. No nigga involved. Women, what do you think is more important? Being with a nigga that love you love your dirty draws and it's going to be there for you, or you want to attract a nigga that's going to be able to take care of you? And what is the middle playing ground? What is that thing that's in what is the mutual ground that you guys can both meet on? I just want to hear from women on that. I don't want no nigga to be involved. Because niggas are always going to give their opinion based upon their experience with the women that have fucked him up. Because niggas don't know how to control their fucking emotions. Niggas is too fucking emotional. Niggas don't know how to take a bad experience and be able to be like, okay, that was her. I'm not finna put that on the next bitch, but I'm gonna take some of the red flags, but I'm not finna, because every woman is different. I don't know how to say it, but y'all know what I'm saying. Don't know how to say it, but I know what I'm saying. I've been with a woman that did me wrong, but when I get with the next woman, I can't put what that last woman did on me, and I have to compare her to her. Every woman is a different experience. Don't be no sucker. Don't be no hoe ass nigga. I mean, be logical. Now it's just a lot. See, this is the thing. Men know how to separate logic from being a bitch ass nigga, but a lot of you niggas can't do that because you ain't ever been raised around no fucking man. A lot of you niggas don't know what it's like to be logic and being emotional. You don't. And a lot of you niggas take on the characteristics of being a bitch ass nigga instead of just being a player. Because you don't know how to separate the two, because you never been around no fucking real man. You never been around a fucking real woman, and you never seen a healthy relationship. You don't know how to determine what's real and what's fake. You want to compare what you think is a great relationship based upon the things that you see. And the things that you see is fake as a motherfucker. All the relationships that you niggas see is fake. But you want to sit here and compare your relationship to what you see that's fake. But I'm the bitch ass nigga. Hey, this been the Bulletproof Podcast. Hey, when it's self and it's stuck there. Hey, I had so much shit else I wanted to talk about, but I went on to my regular nigga shit, regular rant. You know me being me. Yes, that's me. But hey, love y'all till the next time. Hey, we out this bitch, you heard?